Welcome to this deep dive, where we dig into the core ideas from sources you're interested in.
Glad to be here.
So today we're looking at something pretty interesting from VisionaryVibes. It's this 24-hour English speaking challenge. And this isn't just, a little practice session. It's about full immersion, a whole day speaking only English.
Exactly. The idea is you commit 24 hours straight, weaving English into, well, everything. Morning coffee, evening thoughts, the whole lot.
Yeah, VisionaryVibes really lays out the scope, like narrating your morning routine in English.
Right.
Handling work chats, even just, casual conversations, all in English.
And it goes into everyday things, too, like ordering your lunch or talking about, say, a show you're watching. The source really emphasizes this idea of immersion as a powerful learning accelerator.
Okay, so our mission today is to really unpack that. Let's pull out the key insights from VisionaryVibes about this challenge. What works? What are the potential benefits?
That's good.
So, thinking about starting this challenge, what does the source say makes it difficult right off the bat?
Well, what's really fascinating, and VisionaryVibes points this out, is that initial mental barrier. Just trying to think in English, even for really simple things.
Yeah.
Source mentions how the host's brain just kept wanting to revert back to their native language, especially first thing in the morning.
That makes sense. It highlights how deep those native language pathways are, doesn't it?
It really does. And it shows how this kind of conscious effort, forcing yourself to use English, might actually start building new mental routes for the language.
It's that habit, that default setting. Even thinking I need coffee, your brain just goes to what's easiest. VisionaryVibes seems to stress that initial, deliberate push needed for everything.
That conscious formulation.
Does the source suggest why this intensity is so good? I mean, beyond just getting more practice hours in.
Absolutely. It seems to align with the idea that constant output really solidifies learning, even if it feels a bit clunky at first. It forces you to actively pull out vocabulary. Remember grammar. It strengthens those connections. Kind of like exercising a muscle,
Right. Okay, now moving on to, say, work or social interactions. VisionaryVibes touches on some real-world stuff there, like speaking English with other non-native speakers. Any specific points?
Yeah, it brings up a good point about adapting. Maybe needing extra clarity or adjusting your speed or word choices depending on who you're talking to.
Oh, okay.
The source gives that example dialogue. Hey, how's your day going? And the reply, it's been productive. I had a meeting about our new project. It's functional, clear communication. Understanding is key.
Yeah, keeping things moving, even if it takes a bit more effort. And then there's the everyday stuff. Ordering food, can I have a cappuccino, please? Seems basic, but it's another real practical application. Does VisionaryVibes suggest this constant integration has benefits beyond just, well, being practical?
Oh, definitely. The source frames this whole all-day approach as a really powerful immersion technique. Using English everywhere makes it less like a separate study subject and more just part of your life.
Integrated, yeah.
Exactly. Reinforces learning constantly.
And then there's the end of the day, the reflection part. VisionaryVibes talks about looking back, noting what was hard, maybe where you felt you made progress. Why is that bit important?
That reflection piece is key because it's about actively processing the whole experience. It's not just, okay, I did the 24 hours.
Right.
It's about understanding how you managed, where you stumbled, where you felt, more fluent maybe. It gives you real insight into your own learning process and pinpoints areas to work on.
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive on the VisionaryVibes 24-hour challenge, it sounds like it's definitely more than just a gimmick. It's a pretty focused method for deep immersion and really using the language all day long.
Very active engagement. And thinking about all those different situations, morning work, downtime, reflection, it leads to a final thought for you listening. What part of your day do you think will be the biggest hurdle in trying to speak only English for 24 hours? And what might you learn about your own language journey if you actually tried it?